So I thought it would be fitting for my first YouTube video to be a very short response to the Trent Horn and James White debate that's been going on, specifically the debate that they had on Sola Scriptura. Um, I'm Eastern Orthodox, so coming from that perspective, you know, Trent Horn really did do a much better job than James White at presenting his position. There were some things that I wish I would have heard Trent bring up. Specifically, the big one is Dr. James White kept alluding to that the very early Christians couldn't be held to the standard of Sola Scriptura since the canon wasn't formed yet, and that they didn't have access to a collection of books of the canon. And while that's true, what I wish that I would have heard Trent bring up in that debate is that and that's exactly our point. So how did those early Christians get the gospel and hear the gospel? Most of them couldn't even read or write. And the answer is the liturgical practices, which is through tradition. And I wish that I would have heard Trent bring that up a little more. There's my response. I believe Trent won the debate, not by much. Dr. James White, he is extremely intelligent, extremely knowledgeable. He's got decades and decades of experience in research and study. I know, even though I'm Eastern Orthodox and I believe that our position is the only true position that can really even be upheld, I wouldn't want to debate Dr. James White. Kudos to Trent doing that. I think he did a good job at representing how important tradition is. As I said, I wish that he would have just went a little further into the liturgical practices and traditions of the church. I think that really is the nail in the coffin for the Sola Scriptura debate, because as Dr. James White said, they didn't have a canon. A lot of Christians, I would even venture to say most Christians, couldn't read or write. So how could they be held to the standard of hearing and obeying the gospel? Well, it's simple. Tradition, the biggest tradition in the early church was the divine liturgy. That's all for today's video. This is my first video. Please go a little easy on me. Thank you guys for watching.